Hello, happy full moon. My name's Kristin, and this is a little full moon yoga practice suitable for all levels. Some of the things you'll need today will be a block. This is just a typical yoga block. You can also use, as I've shown before, you can use a box or a nice sturdy stack of books. If you also have it, you can use a mat, a nice empty space of floor on a carpet, on wood, and if you have it, also a blanket. So this is just a nice Mexican yoga blanket. It's stiff. A fleece blanket will also work, but you want something that maybe not quite as slippery so it doesn't slide around underneath you. So we're going to start today in a seated position. So I like to sit up on the edge of my blanket when it's folded. You can do that. You can sit on your block, or if you're more comfortable, just sit right down on the floor. Move around so you can find your sit bones. Cross your legs in a way that feels comfortable to your knees. If it's not comfortable for your knees to sit cross-legged, send your legs straight out in front of you. Put them in Baddha Konasana, whatever it is to keep your legs comfortable. Bring your arms down by your sides, hands on your thighs or your knees. Lift your shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale, roll them down your back. Let your chin drop. Feel the backs of your ears grow light and long, and just gently close your eyes. Send your gaze down behind your cheekbones and just feel your breath in your body. Inhale and exhale. I love practicing yoga on the full moon. It's a time when we can really connect with our bodies, our spirits. We can also connect with the physical earth and the outside world a little bit more by just kind of tapping into these natural cycles that always go on. And on full moons, it's a time with a bit heightened energy, so it's a time to go out and maybe celebrate. And this particular full moon that I'm recording this during is the full flower moon. So they get their full moon names from Native American tribes, and this full moon is reflecting the flowers that are springing out, typically all around, and specifically the northern hemisphere right now in May. So maybe next time you go outside, look around and see how many different flowers you can see beginning to bloom and blossom. Here in Chicago, all the trees are blooming and it's beautiful. Take a moment and notice your breath now that you've been sitting here for a moment. Is it shallow? Does it still feel a little bit hurried? And the moon never hurries as it moves through the sky, right? Waxing and waning throughout each day, each week, each month, over the course of the years. Just allow your breath to slow down. Find its natural cycle. Each inhale rolling into the next exhale. I want you to stay with this nice, smooth, and even breath as you move through your practice today. Taking time to notice your breath as you're in your postures. If your breath starts to get that hurried or any sort of stuck feeling again, take a moment. You can come out of any pose you're in and just reconnect to your breath. Bring your hands together at your heart. We'll take one big sigh together, in through the nose and an audible sigh out through your mouth. Take a nice big breath of air in. And let it go. Nice. Gently open your eyes. And we'll come forward onto all fours. So I use my blanket under my knees for this. Take your block or your stack of books up to the top of your mat, just so it's ready for us when we get to that next part. And then I like to open my blanket just a bit. It's not too squishy, but just right. Knees onto my blanket, hands underneath my shoulders. We'll do some cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, pull your heart forward, gaze up. Exhale, curl under, chin to chest, navel to spine, press the ground away. And again, inhale, belly drops, heart pulls forward. Exhale, curl in. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now the moon is a very powerful, right? It affects the tides of the earth. So it really kind of pulls on water. And whether or not this is true or not, I like to believe that our bodies are also affected by the moon because we are mostly made out of water. So take these next few breaths here and just add a little bit of movement to your cat-cow. It feels good. I like to go in circles. I like how the moon moves in cycles. One way, other way. You can tuck your toes under. Maybe add a little undulation through your spine, roll your head, but just really think, right, cat stretch. If you have a cat or a dog, when they wake up in the morning, they don't really think about what the shape is. They just do what feels good. And see if you can get a little bit of smoothness in the waters of your body. And on your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine. So long from tail to crown of head. And you'll take your right leg, lengthen it back behind you, dig your toes under, and just pump forward and back a few times. Through your leg, opening up through the bottom of your feet, back of your calf. And then stack your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, curl and bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, stretch back. Flex your foot. Exhale, point your foot, bend your knee, curl your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, stretch back out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch back out. Exhale, lower your knee down. Rock your hips a few times side to side. And bring your toes together, knees wide, come back into a child's pose. Let this pose be soft. Head soft. You can even close your eyes. Let your hands be soft. Maybe roll out your wrists a few times. Send your breath deep into your lungs. Imagining, right, your lungs go all the way down your back. And you breathe into the low part of your rib cage. You can even bring your hands to your back. And can you feel that inhalation, that expanse through your low back, your belly. Exhale, let it go. And then bring your hands back up. We'll come to the other side. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Send your left leg back and pump out your leg a few times. Stretching through the back of your calf, bottom of your foot. The side might feel really different. And then lift your left leg up off the ground. Take an inhale here. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch long, flex your foot. Exhale, lower your knee back down. And this time, walk your hands back so you're kneeling nice and tall. I'm going to turn so I'm facing you. You can stay facing the top of your mat. And take your right leg and lengthen it out to the side. Point all 5 toes so they're pointing forward and stretch and press through your heel. Drop your right hip down. Inhale, lift your left arm tall. Exhale, take a nice gate pose, side bend. Reach over your leg. Little or no weight in your right hand. I like to put my palm up so it kind of gets rid of that temptation to kickstand yourself up. See if you can turn your heart, your belly, maybe your gaze up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop your arms and come to the other side. So bring your right knee down, send your left leg out. Press up firmly through your left heel. Really engage through your quad, but drop your left hip. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, side bend, gate pose. Keep your palm up of your left hand as you reach over to the side. Move your heart, move your belly. You send your gaze up. And feel this nice long curve through your right side. Inhale, come up. Nice. Bring your left knee down. Now I'm going to turn to face this way. You're still facing the front of your mat. I'm going to come back and join you. Just bring your hands to your low back like you're putting them in your jean pockets. Squeeze your shoulders together. Inhale. Let your gaze trail up the wall or the windows or whatever it is that's in front of you as you lift up and back. Maybe going to where the ceiling and the wall meet or high up on the wall in front of you. Inhale here. A little stretch for your chest. Exhale, come back. Nice. Bring your hands down to the earth. And we'll come back to a down dog pose. Walk your knees back a little bit. Tuck your toes under. Spread your fingers wide. And see if you can line up your first fingers, your pointer fingers with one another. Wrap your shoulders down and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lift your hips up and back by pressing firmly into your hands. Just take a moment here, shake your head. Yes, no. Can you come back to that nice, smooth and watery breath? If you were using a blanket, just fold it up and move it to the side. Let's take another side together. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Maybe pedal out your feet a few times. And then inhale, slide your shoulders forward to plank pose. Shoulders over rest, kneecaps lift. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. And I invite you to lower all the way to your stomach. So you can do it in one straight line, right plank all the way down. Or drop to your knees first. Bend your elbows back and lower your belly and your heart down. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet down, fingertips under your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders up and down your back. And then using the strength of your core, your spine, peel your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, shoulders roll down, heart lifts. Exhale, lower. One more time, maybe a little bit higher. Inhale, lift up. A little or no weight on your hands. Can you just use the strength of your spine? Exhale, lower. Nice, tuck your toes. Press back, downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. One last time with side out. Gaze between your hands. Bend your knees, step your feet forward to the top of your mat. A generous bend in your knees, crab for opposite elbows, and just hang forward in a ragdoll. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Maybe coming back to that image of a water. I like to imagine that your spine is like a waterfall. So just feel that energy racing from your tailbone all the way out through the top of your head as the water pours out. Allow any concerns, any worries, any to-do lists, anything that's causing you distress, anxiety, let it fall out the top of your head. Gently release your hands from your elbows. Slowly make your way up to standing. You can roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time, keeping your knees really bent. Or if your back feels a little compromised, just come up slowly in a flat back. Take as many breaths as you need. I'm going to show you rolling your spine up. So see my knees stay bent, my chin stays tucked until the very end. When I get to the top, shrug your shoulders up, back and down. Take a nice breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. It's doing some moon salutations. Press your palms together. Exhale, reach over to the left. Stretch through your right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend your knees. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, come up for crescent moon. So you can bring your hands to the top of your thigh or reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. If you feel like you want a little extra padding on your knee, feel free to bring your blanket back underneath your knee for your mat here. Let your shoulders drop. Press down through your right heel and lift your heart up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Tuck your back toes, step back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down onto your knees. See if you can lift your tail up towards the sky, so like a little cat pose. And then bend your elbows in your heart for between your hands. Knees, chest, and chin. Right? Squeeze your shoulders together and then slowly slide your legs long. Exhale out your air. Inhale, lift up cobra. Exhale, lower. Listen carefully. Exhale, press back, child pose. So moon salutations are really earthy, grounded. Think water element, so making it fluid. Inhale, come up high on your knees, reach your arms out to the side, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, sit all the way back. We're going to go all the way back down to child's pose. So slide your forearms onto the mat, bend your elbows, and bring your hands back behind your head. Stretching for the backs of your arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Inhale, come up all fours. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step your left foot forward. Another option here, you can lower down on your knees first and then step your left foot forward. Come up to a crescent moon, you bring your hands to the tops of your thigh, find a little stability, or inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Your shoulders drop. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Exhale, lower. Keeping your knees bent, again, you can roll your spine up or come up through a flat back. I'll show you flat back this time. So I'll reach my arms to my hips. Inhale, come all the way up, leading with the back of my heart. Exhale, everyone, bring your hands to your low back, like you're putting your hands in your jean pockets again. Squeeze your shoulders together. Inhale, lift your heart. Little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Again, inhale, reach up towards the sky. Press your palms together. Exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward over your legs. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins. Find a halfway lift, flat back, straight line from tail through crown of head. Lift your hands, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down. Inhale, come up, crescent moon, hand to the tops of thighs, or up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands find the earth. Tuck your back toes, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down knees. Again, lift your tail, bend your elbows, chest and chin, gaze forward. You can also lower straight down to your belly if you'd like. Then lift your knees and slide your legs long. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up all fours. Exhale, child's pose. Right, inhale, come up so you're standing tall on your knees, reach your arms skyward. Exhale, all the way down, child's pose. You can do that arm variation like I showed you earlier, or keep your arms long. The arm variation is bending your elbows, bringing your hands back behind your head. Inhale, come back up forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step your right foot forward. Lower down on your left knee. Again, you can lower down on your knees first and then step your foot forward. Inhale, come up. Crescent moon pose. Reach your arms up, wrap your triceps. Lift your heart skyward. Exhale, plant your hands. Tuck your back toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, okay, I'm going to show you rolling your spine again. Keep your knees bent or bring your hands to your hips to come up through a flat back. Slowly roll your spine up. Feeling that waterfall reversing itself all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, arms by your side. So both your feet underneath your hips, right? So we have ball mat on a big toe, ball mat on a pinky toe, and one edge at the back of the heel for your arches lift. Outer shins pull in, inner thighs go back, low belly lift. Standing on your right foot, bring your left foot to inner ankle, inner calf, or up towards your inner thigh. Tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Our little challenge, bring your arms up towards the sky. I'm going to try to make a little side bend here. So bring your left hand to your left knee and reach over to the side. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Often in balanced poses, right when things get hard, we hold our breath. It's counterproductive. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, keep your left foot from the ground. Just pull your knee into your chest. Take a nice big step back for a high lunge. Nice, wiggle your left toes back. Right knee over right ankle. Shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale here. Next, you're going to twist towards your front leg. So bring your left arm forward, right arm back. You can stay here. Option 1. Option 2, hook your elbow to your knee. Find a little bit of a deeper twist. Option 3, lightly press your right fingertips back on your back knee and lift your left arm up towards the sky. Choose your own adventure, yoga style. Take one more breath. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. Step back, high plank. Yogi's choice here. You can move through a vinyasa or just press back to your down dog. Take a breath. So again, vinyasa is that moving through yoga push-up or a chaturanga, up dog or cobra, back to your down dog. This is an all levels class, so do what works for you. Gaze between your hands. Bend your knees. Let's make our way back up to the top of your mat. You can float, you can step, you can hop, you can skip, whatever you want. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's do chair between sides. Sit back. Lift your heart up. Send your weight back towards your heels, but keep your toes soft and on the ground. Feel like you're going to jump, right? You have all this energy. The full moon's often a time of a little bit heightened energy, time to celebrate. Feel like you're going to jump. When's the last time you jumped? Right, as a toddler, we jump all the time. But when's the last time you've jumped? Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, arms by your side. Other side. Take your right foot to your inner left thigh. Maybe your calf or above your knee at your thigh. Make sure it's not at your knee joint, but choose above or below. Bring your hands to your heart. Reach up to the sky. Really connecting through the floor with your bottom of your foot and then lifting heart up to sky. Bring your right hand to your right knee, a little added challenge. Add a little side bend, right? Find that nice curve through your left side body. Inhale, come up. Here we go. Pull your right knee to your chest, don't put it on the ground. Take a big giant step back, high lunge. Left knee over left ankle. Straight right leg, press back through your heel. So here we are, high lunge. Options for our twist. Option 1, we're going to turn towards your front leg. So right arm forward, left arm back. Option A. Option B, you can hook your right elbow to your left knee. You can see this better on this side. And press your hands together. Option C, press lightly with your fingertips on your back leg and lift your right arm up towards the sky. Keep sinking nice and deep in your left leg. Take another breath here. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way to the earth. Step back, plank pose. So again, option for vinyasa, or go right back down to down dog. I'll show you a vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog is when it's just your hands and your toes. Or you can do a cobra, right? This one's cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Take a breath here and inhale. Exhale, let it out. Gaze forward, bend your knees. Step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sit back, chair pose like you're about to jump. Send your weight back. And you can jump up and grab the moon. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, arms by your side. Nice. So we're going to turn and face the side of our mat. You can move the computer or your phone or your tablet, whatever you're watching. Grab onto your block or your stack of books and take a nice wide stance on your mat. Turn your right toes out to the side. We'll have our block for the first side be on towards our right foot. We're going to bend into your right knee, come to a warrior 2. So in warrior 2, I like to line up my heel with the middle of my back arch and turn my toes in a little bit. Let your shoulders drop. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Turn in from your hip, so your hip joints here. Turn your right toes in. And then from your left hip, turn your left hip out. Exhale, warrior 2 on the side. Straight back leg. Left knee's at a 90-degree angle. Switch sides again. Inhale, straighten, turn in. Exhale, turn out. This little flying warrior. If you want, you can add arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and bend. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. See if you can come back to that breath in and out through your nose. I lied. Let's do 1 more. Each side. And inhale, straighten your front leg. Walk your back foot in just a little bit. I'm going to reach forward for a triangle pose. Bring your right hand to thigh, to calf, or I like to use a block or stack of books underneath my right hand. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. Press back through your hips, reach forward through your heart. Feel like you're sending energy out through the top of your head, bottoms of your feet, and out through your fingers. Like a nice white light, like the moon. Grab onto your block. If you're using it, or if it's a stack of books, just leave it right there. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release your arms. If you're using books, take your books and move them to the other side. Or take your block to the outside of your left foot. Turn your left toes out, turn your right toes in. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Bring your hand to your block, your stack of books, whatever it is you're using, and reach your other arm up towards the sky. Press back through your hips, reach forward through your heart. See if you can work your left rib cage forward. Forward. Shine out through your feet, through your hands, through your heart, through your tail. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, point both your toes so they're facing the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Move your block or your books out of the way. Bring your hands to the floor, maybe your fingertips to the floor. If it's really far away, grab onto your block and you can, or your books, you can actually don't put them too far away, keep them kind of close. You can bring your hands to it. So start to just shift your weight a little bit side to side and feel how you can feel into your hip joints. Your hip's a ball and socket joint, so it's round, it's cyclical, it's circular. Turn your toes out on your heels in just a little bit, and then bend into your right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Inhale, center. And make this just a little sway. You can keep your hands on your block, or maybe you can allow your spine to begin to move with it, right? Find a little bit of fluidity, a little bit of that water element. A little sway side to side. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Or maybe I like to let my hands maybe come loose. You can let them trail on the ground. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. I like to pretend that there's sand. Maybe I'm doing this on the beach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And just let this movement ripple through your body. It doesn't need to look like anything, right? Just needs to feel good. Feel like you're letting the waters and your body start to loosen up. Once you've had enough of that, come back through center. Be finding your block again. Turn your toes out. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, press into your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. And then inhale, come all the way out. Tuck your chin. Exhale, release your hands. Step, or maybe you can jump. Back together and step back up towards the top of your mat. Take a moment of relative stillness. Feet underneath hips. Palms face the side, shoulders down, back. Drop your chin. Feel the back of your neck grow long. Breathe in and out through your nose. Letting that movement just kind of resonate in your body. And inhale, sweep your arms high to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step, or you can hop back to your plank pose. I'll have you lower all the way down to your belly, so you can do it straight up, knees up, or knees down. Bend your elbows back, lower all the way down. And tuck your toes. And then stretch your arms straight out in front of you, think like Superman. Exhale out your air. Inhale, lift up your right arm and left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift up right arm, left leg. You can let your head, neck, and shoulder. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale. This time lift up your arms and your legs at the same time. Exhale, or make a pillow with your hands. Bring your left cheek to the ground. Take a moment just to rest. Your arms on by your side. Palms face down. And start to reach your palms back towards your toes. Starting to peel up your heart. Shoulders roll back. Lift your head up. Lift your arms up. Once you can't slide them back anymore. And then press the tops of your feet down. Slide your toes back and lift your legs up. Take 3 breaths here. In, a little higher. Exhale. In breath, a little higher. Last one. Exhale, lower down. Make a pillow with your hands. Come to your left cheek. Or your opposite cheek and just rest. Your hands make your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Inhale, come up to all fours. All right, coming to a half pigeon pose. So this is a great pose for your hips, right? We've been focusing on our hips a lot in this class. The water element actually is kind of in our body. It's located in our hips and our pelvis. So slide your right shin forward. Your right knee is going to be out towards your right wrist. So option here, you can take a blanket underneath your right hip as you slide your left leg back. You can stay up nice and tall. If you're like, feeling good, you don't necessarily need your blanket. And then walk your hands forward as far as you think feels comfortable in your body. Now check back on your left leg. Make sure it's going straight back. This block so you can see me. Straight back behind your left hip. If you're going into this and you're like, Kristin, my knee, this is not just like a stretch. This is not good. This is painful. Come out of this pose. And for you, my friend, you'll do this sitting. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And walk your heart up towards your shin. Flex your right foot. Now this will be your pose. Yeah. So your pigeon will either be seated like this, or it's called reclined, even though you're laying forward. Reclined like this. Just take wherever you are, close your eyes, let your chin drop towards your chest, and just breathe. Send your breath deep into your hips. Inhaling to locate where maybe you feel the tension, the tightness. And exhale, let it disappear. Wash away like the tide. Take 2 more breaths here. Maybe feeling, can you get about 2 degrees deeper, or can you energetically drop into this pose 2% more. Walk your hands back up. If you're seated, you can just switch the cross of your legs. So put your right foot down and cross your left leg over, or just shift to the side and we'll go to the other side. So bend your left foot under, send your right leg back. You can also get into this pose from all fours if that was more accessible. So coming from hands and knees, slide your right knee towards your right wrist. Sorry, your left knee towards your left wrist. Your left foot will be just about underneath your right hip, and then you'll slide your right leg back. Option to take a blanket underneath your left hip, or do this one seated, right? So you'll be sitting on your mat. Your right foot will be down, your left foot will come over. Pull your shoulders back. You'll just rest here. Keep your left foot really flexed. I'm going to come back into this pose to show you. So making sure your right leg is nice and straight back behind your right hip. Walk your hands forward. Maybe coming to forearms. Another variation I like, I didn't show this on the first side, but you can bring your forehead to your block or your stack of books, and you just kind of drop in. You might be like, Kristin, the first side felt okay, but this side doesn't feel good. That doesn't mean you have to do it, right? Come out of it and do it in your seated pose. Each side will look totally different. It might be a different pose, right? But we're still accessing the same muscles. Still dropping into the same place of relative stillness. Breathing in and out through your nose. 2 more breaths here. Can you drop into this pose 2 more degrees? Can you let 2% more be supported? Release into the earth. Slowly walk your hands back up. Shift to the side. Send your legs out in front of you. Nice. We're going to come to Paschimottanasana. So feel your sit bones underneath you, arms long by your side, toes flex up towards the sky. So notice here, if you're sitting here on the floor and this is starting to happen, right? This is like computer working pose. You'll have to jut your chin out. If that's you, option A is to bend your knees. And then notice how you can shift forward more into your sit bones and allow the fluidity of your spine, all those curves kind of find their spot. Another option, I like to do Paschimottanasana this way. This is just a fancy name for a forward fold. I did it sitting up on a blanket. You can also do both. Legs straight, one leg bent. Inhale, reach your arms up, flex your toes to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. If your legs are bent, keep them bent. But keep them energized, so keep the leg toes flexed. If they're straight, same thing. Relax your neck in this pose. Relax your shoulders, but keep your legs active. Breathe in and out through your nose. Release your jaw, space between your eyebrows, your eyes. And inhale, slowly roll back up. Scoot forward. Move your blanket to the side. Reach your arms forward and slowly roll all the way down into your back. You can hold onto the back of your knees for some support or for a little bit of a challenge. Say, look, Mom, no hands. Going down. Pull your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg long. Roll out your ankle a few times. Grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand, take a nice twist across your body. Open your right arm long and gaze towards your right fingers. And just breathe. Bring your knee back to center. Almost switch sides. Bring your left knee in, send your right leg on. Roll out your left ankle a few times. And take a nice twist. Bring your leg back through center. Pull both your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Now, if it's accessible to you, I'd love for you to do our last pose on the legs of the wall today. I love doing inversions on moon days. So I'm going to grab my computer. You're going to come over with me so I can show you this. Maybe grab a space of wall, grab your computer, your phone, your tablet, whatever you're watching this on, and bring it a little closer. Here we go. Let's see. Here we are. A little tour of our room here. So I like to have my blanket up near the wall when I do this. So you're going to shimmy up close to the wall. Right? Shimmy up close to the wall. You're going to lay down to your side. So see how my side's to the wall, but my back is to the blanket. Can you see that? My back is to my blanket. You're going to roll onto your side. Roll onto your blanket and send your feet up the wall. You're like, Kristin, that was a really complicated, whatever you call it, modern dance move. However you want, scoot your hips up towards the wall. Do whatever you need to. And I like to have a blanket underneath my hips as I do this. Your shoulders, extend them wide. If you need to, bring another blanket for back underneath your head to get a little bit more cozy. Open your arms wide. If it's cold in your space, Maybe put a shirt on or put some socks on your toes. But just take a moment here. Close your eyes. Let your heart rest back in your chest. Allow your legs to feel heavy. If you're still working to get your way up off the wall, don't worry about it. Just lay down flat on your back. Or pause the video and you can go back and watch how to get up to the wall a few more times. But wherever you are, legs up the wall, or maybe lying flat on your back in a traditional Shavasana, or even if it feels appropriate for you today to do this resting pose in a seated position, feel free to be in a seated position. But wherever you are, invite the stillness into your body. Imagine your body filling with a brilliant white moonlight that is soft, that is calm, and quiet. Just give yourself permission to rest, to restore, and to renew. If you stay here for a few more minutes. At any time, if legs up the wall becomes a little bit much for you, feel free to come out of the wall and come into a position that feels appropriate for you today. This is Benacht, or Blessing, by John O'Donohue. On the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the gray window and the ghost of lost gets into you, may a flock of colors, indigo, red, green, and azure blue, come to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays and the currach of thought and a stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. May the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so, may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bringing some gentle movement to your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Allow your head to rock side to side. If your legs are still up at the wall, just gently bend your knees and let your heels come down towards your bottom. If you're on your back, bend your knees and just bring your feet to the floor. Gently roll to your side and take a moment to pause sideline. Give yourself a hug and thank yourself for coming here today on this full moon, doing something good for your body, mind, and spirit. With your eyes still closed, press yourself to a gentle seated position. Bring your hands to your knees and feel this invisible cloak of peace, of love, of moonlight to rest on your shoulders, Hold it close and carry it with you as you move into the rest of this day, into this week. And wherever you are, turning again to your breath when life throws you challenges. Just remembering the peace and the light that resides within. Bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your chin down towards your chest. And give your hands a rub. Bringing some energy and warmth back to your hands. And then bring your hands to your face, palms covering your eyes. Feel that energy radiate into your face, and slowly open your eyes into your hands and open your eyes into the room. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Happy full moon, happy day. Even if it's not a full moon when you're doing this video, happy moon day of whatever moon cycle it is. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, your morning, your evening, whatever it is. Namaste.